Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing a pretty special beer tonight. This is Chimay White, although it goes by quite a few names. It's also known as Chimay Blanche, Chimay Tripel, and Chimay Cinq Cents, as it says on the bottle there. The official Chimay chalice or goblet or whatever you want to call it. And just a little bit information about the beer. I just printed it off their website. Let me read this really quick. Named Cinq Cents. This beer, with its typical golden color, its slightly hazy appearance, and its fine head, is especially characterized by its aroma, which results from an agreeable combination of fresh hops and yeast. The beer's flavor, as sensed in the mouth, comes from the smell of hops. Above all is the fruity notes of muscat and raisins that give this beer a particularly attractive aroma. The aroma complements the touch of bitterness. There is no acidity, but an after-bitterness which melts in the mouth. This top-fermented Trappist beer, re-fermented in the bottle, is not pasteurized. That's pretty much all it says, and this is from Chimay.com, so I'm just going to get straight to pouring here. And yes, I am going to drink this entire 750 milliliter bottle by myself. It's 8% ABV too. Whew. Oh, can you see that smoke? It's still smoking. I can smell it already. It smells pretty good. Not expecting a big head out of this beer, so I'm just gonna pour it right down the middle here. Well, I did get a pretty fat head there, and it looks like an IPA. It's like that orange color, you know, very hazy. Can't see through it at all. I'm sure when I get to the bottom of this bottle, there's gonna be lees, you know, like little sediment, since it's, you know, it is bottle conditioned, so it's gonna still have the yeast in here. Head dissipated a little bit. I got a nice crowning head there. It's just slightly off-white, kind of foamy, kind of spongy. Ooh, I mean, it is a pretty fruity scent. It's, you know, for such a boozy beer, I'm not really getting booze in the nose. Has like that kind of, it's that typical, beers that are bottle fermented have that kind of like yeast kind of scent in the nose. It's like a little bit dry, a little bit almost like powdery almost, but I can actually smell some pretty nice hops and malts in here, so let's dive into Chimay White. Well, it is very similar to the Merry Monks and the 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷. I'm getting this like really nice citrusy taste, like right off the bat, and it kind of finished with a little bit of fruit. But what separates this from the other two, this has a much richer flavor, and it's also much more smooth, I think. The Merry Monks and the 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷, I remember having very crisp palates, so crisp, like, and they had a pretty dry finish too. I'm not getting that here. It's actually much richer. Yeah, the drinkability on this is outstanding. I thought this was going to actually be a rather difficult beer to drink, especially considering it's 8% ABV. It's a very soft mouthfeel, and I'm getting like a much bigger, much thicker head on this than I got with the Chimay Red. So it's super soft, real easy going down. I'm surprised I'm liking this as much as I did, because, you know, I thought the Merry Monks and the 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷 were okay, but this I'm actually really enjoying. It's got this like kind of overall kind of sweet palate, but not like gimmicky sweet. It's not like candy sweet. This is like the kind of sweetness you get from real fruit. It's kind of hard to even compare the two. So I'm gonna finish up. I mean, I still have a lot left in this bottle here. So I'm gonna finish this off and type up the text review, and we'll be back with my final word. Hey, I'm back. Well, just finishing up with the Chimay White, or Triple, or Cinq Cents, whatever you want to call it. I was genuinely surprised by how much I like this beer. Because a lot of these, and I haven't really had that many Trappist beers, but when people hear Trappist, they think of like really, like complex, intense beers that are like, they're for connoisseurs only. But with Chimay White, I think this is actually a surprisingly drinker-friendly beer. You do not have to be a connoisseur of any kind to like and appreciate this beer. It's definitely better than even the North American styles, take on the styles. So, I think it's really tasty. The drinkability is outstanding. It's got the soft mouthfeel. I'm noticing that as it warms up a little, I'm getting a little bit of a banana and clove kind of spice to it, but it's not nearly as strong as you would get with like a Hefeweizen or whatever. But besides the point, really, really tasty. The alcohol is not present in the palate at all. I am not tasting alcohol. I'm not smelling alcohol. I am feeling it though. After having drank this entire bottle myself, I am feeling it. But I think they also come in a 330, small milliliter bottle. This would almost make like kind of a session beer. So I highly, highly recommend this one. I'm giving it my highest rating of 10 out of 10. So by all means, if you can find Chimay White, go pick it up.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.